What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Restituto, and we are doing some more Sabrina Carpenter. I'm sorry, I keep getting the names mixed up. Sabrina Carpenter, they're both insane vocalists. If you have actually not heard Sabrina Claudio's music, go check that out. It's actually pretty wild. Her Christmas album is ridiculous. Probably one of the coolest Christmas albums I've heard since Justin Bieber's Christmas album, because that's an insane, underrated hit. And I think most people slack on it because it's Justin Bieber, but actually the musicality is ridiculous. That being said, we're doing Sabrina Carpenter. And that being said, we're doing the Genius interview. I actually really enjoy doing these things because as a songwriter myself, I'm a musician. I have 75, 80 songs out there. I really find it interesting to see how other songwriters write and how other songwriters go through their process and what the songs mean to them, because it just expands my knowledge as a songwriter and how I can do things. And I just find it genuinely inspiring. So I figured, why not take you along with the journey? You guys to see my reaction to Sabrina Carpenter and her song Why. I believe actually this is one of the first songs I've heard by her. The first two songs I ever heard by her were Why and Sue Me. You can see the video on my channel here. But let's go right into it.
Go make a friend. If it's someone that you never thought you would be friends with, just go out, introduce yourself, and maybe you'll fall in love. Maybe it'll be the best day of your life.
Very interesting. I do have to say, I knew that she wasn't, but I could have expected. Actually, I didn't. That's not true. I would have expected her to actually have a UK accent. I don't know why, but I kind of just expected. But I assumed that she was American, but now I just confirmed it.
So when we were writing the song, it kind of happened based on a conversation with my co-writer, how we were both going to New York in a couple of weeks.
Did you guys know that these are filmed on a green screen? You can tell if you actually look at the sides of like the people's bodies and the arms. You can actually. I've filmed green screen before, so I know what it looks like. Most people wouldn't realize it. It's definitely filmed with a green screen because you can see the slight haziness. So the funny thing is, if you like now watch these videos and picture them just in front of a green screen, it kind of is just humorous.
We're talking about how some people are like New York people and some people can't live in the city. Like, it's impossible. Opposites attract.
That is very true. Some people, living in New York City is a different animal. I live on Long Island, so I'm about 30 miles more like 30 to 40 miles outside of the city. It takes me about an hour to get into a city. It's a completely different world. It's a world of its own. And if you haven't experienced New York City, you gotta, after the pandemic, go check out New York City. It's a world of its own. Spend some time there. Bring a lot of hand sanitizer, because the funny part is New York City pre-COVID was gross. After COVID, bring 2 bottles of hand sanitizer.
It's one of those classic themes that we've seen in some of our favorite movies, and I think films definitely inspired this song as well. When I released the song,
that's the beauty of songwriting. So many things can inspire. I've been inspired to write from lines in movies. I've been inspired to write from conversations with friends. I've been inspired to write very often actually from other songs. I hear a line in a song, I'm like, oh, that's a brilliant song idea, and then I take that one line, that one lyric, and completely change it to be my own, but then also expand it into being its own song of its own.
Where I was sending my fans like postcards of movies like When Harry Met Sally, Romeo and Juliet, 10 Things I Hate About You, like about people, that were obviously super different and they came together, and there's love and all that stuff. You like New York City in the daytime,
yes, this is one of my favorite songs of her, because I was very remarkably impressed with how well she did this contradiction, like me and you, me versus you, me versus you. I was highly impressed.
New York City in the nighttime. I usually go find dessert somewhere.
Very impressed actually with her quality of voice. It's hard to sing up. It's really, really hard to sing a cappella.
Honestly, I think I've hit all the dessert spots in New York. Most of the time, it's a pizza and it's a movie and
$1 pizza. New York City is known for their many pizza shops, but New York City $1 pizza, that is a vibe all of its own.
I stay inside.
I love $1 pizza.
Having the view and knowing that New York City's outside makes me really happy. And then other times, if I'm cool enough to be going to a party that night, then I go to a party. You say you like sleeping with the air off. I don't. I need it on. I was on my tour bus.
What's actually really impressive is the lack of rhyme scheme in here, where if we go back a little bit earlier, like it's nighttime and need it on are the two different rhymes. And what's interesting about this is she doesn't have not a totally consistent rhyme scheme, but it still keeps you interested, mainly I think because it's just constant contradictions between each other. It's like, okay, you versus me, and you're really more listening to the storyline than you are the actual rhyme scheme. To some degree, I think rap can do that. I think very, very often rappers will do a contradiction, like, or not even a contradiction, but they're just telling such a story that you don't even need the rhyme scheme because you're really listening more towards the story, and it almost becomes more of like a dialogue.
And then other times, if I'm like cool enough to be going to a party that night, then I go to a party. You say you like sleeping with the air off. I don't. I need it on. I was on my tour bus a couple weeks ago, and the moment that I realized that this line resonated with me so much was because my air conditioning broke in the back. I just woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, you say you like sleeping with the air off, I don't. I need it on, because I was dying.
I need the AC on, man. I
was
like
just
sleeping
like,
in the cold.
I really have never appreciated air conditioning until right now. And you like the light coming through the windows. I sleep late. I just keep them all closed. You ignore.
See, first time we have one of the actual rhymes, windows and close, is actually one of the first rhymes in this song, which is pretty interesting.
The music on the radio, I don't. I sing along. My favorite song to sing along to on the radio right now is probably...
I guess actually right there, sing along rhymes earlier, like significantly earlier, in a couple lines earlier with I need it on. But there's a lot of lyrics in between that, which is actually pretty interesting. So it's more like an A B C D kind of rhyme scheme, where she's rhyming, maybe like A B C, and then rhyming the A back here. It's pretty far down.
Still by Portugal the Man. Every time it comes on,
my
favorite song to sing along to on the radio right now is probably Feel It Still by Portugal the Man.
That song's a jam. That song automatically became a hit and automatically became a nostalgic hit. It's one of those songs where it's like, I feel like I've heard this song before, but you haven't. It's one of those interesting songs.
Every time it comes on, that like hi-hat, I just hear it originally, like from the beginning. Could keep my hands to myself. I love it so much. But I don't ask for you to change. Baby, no, when you...
Her voice is insanity, man. Even the timbre, but like the way she's able to stay on pitch is crazy.
Don't ask for me to change. It seems like it's such a, timeless message at this point. It's just like, you don't try to change people. You love them for who they are.
And one of the things that's the hardest thing as a songwriter is to take already like cliche concepts and put them into your own songs. And she does a great job of it because it's not cliche. And even though it's a cliche concept, she puts it in her own words. And I think that's... Somebody once told me when I was first songwriting, try not to write cliches. And I have to say, I want to slightly disagree with that. I think that if you can tastefully add a cliche, it creates this connection with more people than if you don't put a cliche. In balance, and you have to do it tastefully.
You tell me how we're not alike, but we work so well, and we don't even know why. Funny how the stars...
Cool rhyme scheme, like and why, slight slant rhyme
cross
there.
right, cause it works so well, and we don't even know...
It's the I, the like with the lie, right, why, all of that I kind of rhyme scheme.
It's a Romeo and Juliet reference, star-crossed lovers. And it's saying how the stars cross right in our world. It worked out.
Oh,
unfortunately, unlike Romeo and Juliet, it did work out, but not the way they hoped. And you could call it fire and ice, but we work so well, and we don't even know why.
Again, the whole rhyme scheme of this has the I rhyme scheme, and which is hard to do. Like to keep a consistent rhyme scheme, like that's like an A kind of rhyme scheme. A meaning like A B kind of thing. If you're talking like original poem kind of rhyme scheme, poetry.
No, we don't even know why. No.
Her vocals are
cold
crazy, man.
Outside and you're just in a t-shirt. I have cold blood even in a sweater. I've known kids my whole life that they will be outside. It is 30 degrees outside and they're in basketball shorts. I would always be so confused because even if it was like, not that cold outside, I'd still be freezing. You start your night sipping by the kilo. I don't. I know you know. Kilo is a form of measurement.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. That's actually pretty interesting. I know you know. It's just the first time she didn't actually compare herself. She just said, I don't, and that's it. Like, I know you that you know that. That's really interesting.
Kilo,
I like that.
I know you know. Kilo is a form of measurement, and it just means basically you pregame, and I don't. Which obviously at my age, at anybody's age, they can relate to it. Some people do, and some people don't. And that's just kind of like a part of life that we all either get into or we don't. And I was always one of those people that just like never really cared about it.
I like that she's just saying like, I'm gonna be myself, you can be you, and we can still work together. I like that message of the song.
I think I'll always sort of be that way. But I know a lot of people that do, and that's cool as well. Somehow we end up on the same side, and you didn't think that we'd be alright.
Her vocals for perfectly fit for pop music. It's insanity.
Even our eyes are different colors, but we see fine. We can be so different, but we still see things the same.
That's a killer lyric. I just hold on. That is a really killer lyric. Our eyes are different colors, but we still see fine. Wow, that's a really, really, really cool way to say. That actually hit me. That's pretty sick. That's actually really cool. It's really just saying that we have, while our eyes may look different and we may have differences, we all see the same thing. We're all the same. That's a killer lyric to say that we're all the same, in a really unique way to say
but we
it.
see fine. We can be so different,
That was
but
really cool.
we still see things the same, and we're still living the same life. We're still living life the same.
Really
When
good job.
people first heard the song, they were like, "Well, your eye color has nothing to do with how you see, so I don't get it."
See, haters gonna hate, man. Like, you just be you, but that's a brilliant line.
So it's just like, yes, it's metaphorical.
That was killer. I actually really enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys enjoy these song breakdowns, because I like knowing them behind the scenes. And also, it's sometimes hard when I'm listening to the music to completely get all the lyrics. That being said, I definitely enjoy it. Let me know. Subscribe if you have not. If you want to check out my music, it means so much to me. Jacob Restituto, wherever you listen. God bless. Have a great Restituto day, and peace out.